This video demonstrates how to put a character line on a surface. So I have a couple sketches here that I'm going to use as the basis for split lines. So I'll grab this first sketch and break this face up, and that'll give me the spot where I want the character line to be. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to offset where I'd like the height of the character line to go up to. So in this case I'm going to do a 7mm offset, and then I need to basically draw a 3D line of where that is. So I'm going to create a plane. It's right in the middle of where I broke up that face. And once I've got that selected, I'm going to go up into my sketch tools and choose to do an intersection curve. When you do an intersection curve and you're not actually in a sketch, what it'll do is it'll start up a 3D sketch for you. So I'll go to my intersection curve, I'll pick that plane that I just created, and then pick the offset surface. Hitting the green check mark creates a line where those two intersect one another. So that's going to be the top of my character line. Close out of this. I don't really need this surface anymore, I just need the line that it produced, so I'll hide that. And now I'm going to go about making the actual standing out character line itself. So I'll delete this surface that I created with the split line just by picking on the surface, going to delete face and clearing it out of there. And I'll have to build the character line piece by piece. So the first piece I'm going to do is the top. I pick the edge of the hole that I've created and the line that I want to have at the top of the character line. I'll set the edge that's coming off of the car body to curvature so that it comes smoothly off that face. And then I'm going to repeat that step for the bottom of the character line as well. So again, it's boundary surface. Pick this open edge, pick the edge of the new surface that I just created, and set it to be curvature of the face that it's coming off of. Okay, so that's the top of it. It does have a... I do want it to blend back into the car door on either end, so I'm going to create another split line. I've got a couple squares coming off that original rectangle in another sketch. I'll break this face off, and again I'll use the delete face tool to clear that surface out of there because I don't need it anymore. With that, I also, the character line has a really sharp edge right now, which is going to make it difficult to blend off of. And there is no such thing as a really completely sharp edge, so I'm going to use a face fillet here. So I'll pick both faces, the bottom and then the top, and make sure they're pointing in the same direction. I should see a preview at that point. You can see that along the edge, and I'll set this to a small radius. The smaller the radius, the sharper the character line is, but if you've actually got a truly sharp edge there, not only could somebody cut themselves with it, but it's really hard to manufacture a truly sharp edge like that. So put a small fillet, and I also will set it to curvature so that that's curvature continuous as well, so that I get a smooth curve coming from the door into the top of the edge and then back down into the door. Okay, for the end of this trick, I'm going to close off these ends using a boundary surface. I'll take the edge along that character line and the edge of the door, and as guide curves I'll use the top and bottom edges that are coming off of the door to close up that face. At this point I still want to maintain that curvature continuity, so I have to go and pick every edge that I created and set these to curvature to face. So I do it not only with the two edges, but because I am using a boundary surface here, I'm able to maintain curvature at the guide curves as well. So in this direction 2 box, which is, you can think of them as guide curves, I'll set those to curvature continuity as well. So that's closing up the front end. I just have to repeat the process on the back end. There is no really quick and easy way just to pop in a line. Maybe you were hoping for something a little easier, but this is a way to get it done. It certainly works. It just takes a little bit of picking and clicking and making sure that you've got all of your curvature continuity set so that you don't see any edge where that starts up for that character line. So just going through here, and again setting every one of these edges on direction 1 to curvature continuous, and then repeating this step for direction 2. Hopefully this answers the question that you had for me on putting a character line on a surface. I will be posting this video and putting it on the dory so other people can watch it as well. You'll see that as I'm going through here, it does take a little bit of time to get through all the clicks. This last one, this last face, it gives me a little bit of a warning about whether the curvature is going to be able to be maintained. That's because we might have curvature starting to push in from all directions, so it makes the surface undulate a little bit, but I can't really see it visually. So there we go. Got a character line on a surface.